Spirit from fantasy to responsibility. Spirituality often gets misunderstood as something ethereal, floating above reality, wrapped in incense smoke, hidden behind crystals and chants and visions. Well, those tools can be beautiful reminders of sacredness. They're not the essence. True spirituality isn't about escaping. It's about embodying it. It's revealed in how you treat people when you're angry, how you respond when you feel rejected, and how you act when no one's watching. That's where the spirit lives, in the small, quiet moments that test your integrity more than your image. Hi friends, I'm Scott, and I welcome you to be one with me as we journey together to be the best we can. I make content on expanded consciousness and spiritual solutions for the mind, body, and spirit. This is part 3 of the 3-part series. Subscribe to this channel and check out the other 2 videos. Being nice isn't the same as being good. Niceness often masks fear of not being liked, fear of rejection. People pleasing is one of the subtlest forms of dishonesty because it disguises itself as kindness while secretly trading truth for approval. When we say yes to everything just to be liked, we betray our own spirit. Real love and real spirituality comes with boundaries. Sometimes saying no is the highest form of compassion. Not because it feels good, but because it honors truth. We often call boundaries selfish, when in reality, they're sacred. They protect the peace that allows us to show up fully for ourselves and others. Cutting people off isn't toxic when it's done to protect peace. There's a difference between abandoning someone out of anger and releasing someone out of wisdom. Silence, too, can be an act of spiritual maturity. It's not passive, it's powerful. The silence that follows awareness is different from the silence that comes from avoidance. One is rooted in presence, the other in fear. Knowing when to speak and when to be still is part of learning how the spirit moves through us, through you. Forgiveness in that same sense is not about them deserving it. It's about choosing freedom. It's not about pretending the hurt never happened, but about refusing to let it keep you imprisoned. The spirit grows when we learn to sit in discomfort without numbing it. Most people avoid discomfort like it's poison. When the truth is, when in truth, it's medicine. Discomfort cracks the shell of the ego, exposing what's real underneath. Pain is not punishment. It's initiation. When you stop running from it, you start transforming through it. This is where spiritual maturity begins. In the moments you want to escape, but instead choose to breathe, feel, and stay present. The heart expands, not through perfection, but through endurance, through the courage to stay open while everything in you wants to close up. We stop chasing closure from others when we realize closure is an internal decision, not an external event. Waiting for someone else to apologize, understand, or make things right is a delay tactic that keeps us tied to the past. Spiritual growth means giving yourself permission to close the chapter, even if they never hand you the pen. Releasing resentment doesn't mean pretending to be unaffected. It means you're done carrying what was never yours to fix. And, resentment is like wearing anger as a cologne. You think it gives you power, but really it just repels peace. When we let it go, we reclaim our energy. Spirituality isn't about avoiding pain. It's about understanding that pain is part of the price of awakening. Every wound holds wisdom, and if you're willing to listen instead of label it as bad, the moment you stop asking for refunds on your struggle is the moment you start seeing them as sacred training. Life's challenges aren't punishments, they're invitations to rise. Every heartbreak, every failure, every rejection is an initiation into a deeper understanding of yourself. You prayed for strength, and life gave you situations that built it. You asked for clarity, and life removed people who clouded it. You wanted peace, and life forced you to confront chaos. The lesson is always embedded in the experience. You just have to look closely. Rejection isn't failure, it's redirection. And every time something doesn't work out, life is rerouting you to where your energy is better used. The spiritual path isn't about getting what you want. It's about becoming who you are meant to be. Sometimes the GPS feels broken because the destination has changed. Spirit sees the map from above. You only see the turn in front of you. When you stop fighting the detours, you realize they're divine. What feels like loss is often protection in disguise. Always an airplane. You're not special in the sense that the world owes you something, but that truth is liberating. It means you're free to create meaning rather than chase validation. The ego wants to be recognized. The spirit wants to be realized. When we stop demanding that life treat us like the main character in a story, in the story we didn't write, we open space for humility, grace, and collaboration with something greater than ourselves. You are a co-creator with spirit, not the master of the universe, but a vessel for it. A vessel for it. Responsibility is the real revolution in spirituality. Fantasy loves the idea of escape, ascension without effort, manifestation without alignment, love without accountability. But responsibility says you can't bypass the human part of being spiritual. You can't preach love and act with hate. Seek peace while spreading chaos, or chase your own shadows. The true test of spirit isn't how high you can vibrate, but how deeply you can ground. Responsibility means recognizing that every thought, word, action has a ripple. The energy you emit becomes the world you live in. You don't get to control what others do, but you're always always responsible for how you respond. Every encounter is a mirror, every emotion a classroom. The spiritual life isn't about controlling outcomes, it's about mastering your presence within them. When you start owning your energy, life stops feeling random. It starts feeling intentional. There's a quiet maturity that comes when you stop needing to be seen as spiritual and start simply living it. No more chasing validation from the universe as if it's a cosmic vending machine. You realize that gratitude is your real currency, service your offering, and peace your profit. The spirit doesn't need to perform, it needs to embody. True power isn't silent, it radiates. It doesn't shout. When you grow spiritually, you stop chasing highs and start honoring balance. You understand that some days you're the teacher, and some days you're the lesson. Some days, you stop trying to be above it all and start integrating what's below. Spiritual bypassing the tendency to use spiritual ideas to avoid unresolved emotions is one of the biggest traps on the path. It's easy to quote love and light. It's harder to face your own darkness. But the shadow is not your enemy, it's your greatest guide. Facing it doesn't make you less spiritual, it makes you whole. The spirit becomes responsible when it stops demanding the world change and instead becomes the change. You stop asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, what is this teaching me? You begin to notice how your reactions shape your reality. You start seeing patience as strength, humility as intelligence, and compassion as power. This shift is subtle but revolutionary. It's the moment spirituality stops being performance and becomes practice. The deeper your awareness grows, the simpler life becomes. You realize most of what you thought was spiritual was actually ego dressed in white robes. True spirituality doesn't need to announce itself. It just is. It's in the way you breathe through conflict, the way you listen without needing to fix, the way you give without expecting. It's in the consistency of your character, not the theatrics of your rituals. The fantasy of your spirituality says, I want to feel bliss. The responsibility of spirit says, I want to be real. Realness is raw. It's willingness to be seen in process, not perfection. It's allowing your humanity to be part of your holiness. It's laughing at your own mistakes, forgiving your missteps, and learning to find divinity in the ordinary. When you live from that place, every moment becomes sacred because every moment becomes honest. So what does it mean to live this way? It means grounding your spirituality in practice, not in performance. It means using your tools, your meditation, your prayers, your rituals, not as escapes, but as integrations. It means looking at how you treat people and how you treat yourself, how you move through the world and asking, am I living what I say I believe? Spirituality isn't about knowing the language of the divine. It's about embodying the vibration of truth. The ultimate point is simple. Leave life better than you found it. That's the work of the Spirit. Whether it's through your words, through your energy, or your presence, your life should make the world a little lighter, a little freer, and a little more awake. Every time you choose patience over reaction, love over ego, honesty over comfort, you add light to the collective field. You don't need a title, a platform, or a ritual to be spiritual. You just need the courage to live consciously. The Spirit isn't fantasy, it's responsibility. It's the practice of showing up real, aware, accountable, and kind. It's the art of being human with the grace and divine intention. And you live that, when you live that way, you realize something profound. Enlightenment was never about floating above the world. It was about walking through it, feet on the ground, heart open, and the soul on fire. Like and share this video, and let me know in the comments about how you see the lessons, inspirations, or spiritual guidance you in this video, and how you may use these suggestions in your life. Subscribe to this channel. help me out a little bit. More is coming from the heart for the soul. Check out one of these videos. And remember, a smile can make someone's day, and the right words may change their life. Thank you. I love you. Be you. Be one with me.